And one. Assalamu alaikum. Black family, black nation. How's everybody doing tonight? I pray all is well. Popkeys, Basheer Muhammad, Brother Cap. Assalamu alaikum, black people in America, ultimately across this planet. As you know, I always like opening up with prayer. I like to give it to the Most High. I have no choice in that matter. So in the most holy name of Almighty God Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, who was to come and has come to restore we who were lost from our own kingdom of Islam and to destroy those who have destroyed us. Thou art our God, O Allah, we are thy people. Deliver us from our murders. We serve and obey thee all the days of our lives, and we teach our children to submit to thee, to that unequaled love and mercy for thou. Thanks to you, O Allah, for making manifest to us, our enemy, the devil. And help us, O Allah, to live the life and die the death of a Muslim. I bear witness no God but thee, and I bear witness the most honorable Muhammad Elijah Muhammad is your last and greatest apostle. Thank you, Allah, for this day. Thank you for the gift of life. I pray that you remove the heart of the devil within me and remove the heart of the devil within the black nation and guide us on that straight path to freedom, justice, and equality, peace, love, and happiness, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All praise and due unto you, Alhamdulillah, Takbir, Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum. Black man, black woman. I appreciate everyone that tuned in to the last subject matter last week. Appreciate you. And I'm going to do this subject tonight because it's all relevant on the black woman, best I can. And I would like to say some of the brothers that gave comments on the subject from last week, you know, we're here to give you the truth and this knowledge, this hidden knowledge. Some things we can give you solutions on, but this knowledge is to take your understanding and mind to a high level. This high level of information, this supreme knowledge. This knowledge are keys to unlocking the mind, connecting you back with yourself and to the universe. To take that governor or that cover or that hood that's been put on your mind, that cover not only your mind, your head, your eyes and your ears, or you can't see, but this knowledge is to be received and executed on. That's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say, after me comes what? The executors. That's why we tell the brothers, you got this knowledge, brother. Now, execute on it. Don't wait for everybody to give you the answer. That's what you got this 7.5 ounce brain for. Operate with it. We need everybody collective thinking to get this job done. There's only one mind in the universe. If you really, really understand, black man and black woman tonight, all the answers and solutions that we need is inside of us. The knowledge itself is the most important knowledge of God to have. And it never just stop with oneself, especially for the black man. Black man denies himself, including knowing your woman. Say it again. That's part of the knowledge of self, from whence she was created from man. So that's part of you, brother. That is key, black woman. You know, the black man and woman, we need each other, period. You understand what I'm trying to tell you tonight? So my subject tonight is heaven lies at the feet of a woman. And Allah, God himself, made woman to imitate the 9 planets in our universe. And Allah also said he put the planets in the universe because it represents his kingdom. Understand what I'm trying to tell you tonight? Black folks, that's why the woman is so important. That's why, black man, we must get back on the square and elevate that Asiatic black woman, that divine woman. She must also be protected. Understand? And she must have knowledge. And she must have knowledge of God himself. But before we go into that subject all the way tonight, there's a lot of things that have been happening. Let me get a hit of this gold water right quick, y'all. Keep brother sharp, mentally, spiritually. Keep them electromagnetic waves coming and going in its proper fashion. Y'all ain't never had this gold water. Tap in on the door. Popkeys use it, keep some. Not only in the house, but in the car too. Give me a good hit once, twice a day, and I'm good, and I can tell the difference. Sometimes I might do a little bit too much because I can tell because, I studied and it said gold accumulates in the human body in their toenail. But not for me. It usually accumulates in my hands and my fingers, my fingernail. You can see the hand to get a little gold like, and you see the little purplish coloration on my fingernails. And what I do, I just come off of it, let it go through the body. You understand? But it don't hurt you. It don't bother you. You understand? Because one of the elements in the body is gold. Understand what I'm saying? But this week, black people, with this situation with the brother named Ye, formerly known to you all as Kanye, and Mr. Irving. And it ties right into what I've been telling us all along. We don't have any power nor control over anything. And what this is showing us is that white people got control over everything. And in this society that we live in, it's controlled by Satan. This world that we live in is controlled by Satan. Political, religious, jurisprudence process, educational process, is all controlled by Satan. And all you have to do is look at it. And it's also very revealing in the time that we're living in because every tub sits on its own bottom. And you see that lion, Omo Ikun, son of the lion. That door been open for 400 years. Some of the lions are stepping through the door. And when you step through that door, you've been locked up, you roar. You understand? You stretch out and you let them know I'm here now. You understand? Black man starting to roar. I'm the God in this universe. Understand? Let me shout it out to get it out my throat. What I've been wanting to holler out for a long time. I'm the God, and you roar like a lion. But you got some. All they want to do is stay in their cage and to see the door open. Scared to come through it. They roar all damn day long up in their cage. When somebody get close, they'll swipe at you. You understand what I'm saying? But they're afraid to come through the door. You understand? Like that alpha lion. And I'm using this to compare what I'm saying with Brother Kanye and Ye and Brother Kyrie. But you see all the other individuals are afraid because they've been entangled in the spider's web. All their resources is tied up with these people. All their investments and the way they make money and get returns on it are the same people that the Jews and the Gentiles control everything. Now they're trying to control the minds. That's what that powerful subject matter on November the 8th, 19 Keys and Mr. Billy Carson will be having. This is part of that, the hidden minds. It'll be at 1374 West Peach Street, 7:30, 7 to 7:30. Tap in. Get your tickets. Come on down and meet Popkeys, because I'm going to be there. You understand? This is some of the things that I know are going to be dealt with. Black man, a lot of y'all come from the streets, talking about how G'd up you were, how gangster you were. I say that word in the past tense. Now you done made your 2, 3, 400 million. Some say you done made a bill, but you scared. And we talk about those young soldiers that's in the streets. But there's level to this. Those that are in the streets don't know, they don't know in most cases. But a lot of you brothers that have ascended into the white man's world and received status and platform and a little bit of wealth, but they didn't give you no control. And you put all this garbage in front of people on your media platforms, and you keep us in this low level and low vibration of thinking. So I expect you brothers to freeze up. I expect you brothers not to come and speak on the truth when you know the brother speaking the truth. Y'all run with the narrative about this brother's mental state. There ain't nothing wrong with this brother, man. He might have had some issues in the past, but look at the issues that he's talking about that pertain to us. And you brothers was running around here flossing like y'all gangsters in the streets. But you ain't in the streets no more. Now you're in this world of the Caucasian. Now you're quieter than the church mouse. Some of you brothers had platforms of dealing with black issues, talking about black issues, especially those when we get traumatized. Oh, y'all talking all that talk. This is how Allah is revealing who's who today. Some of y'all just blatantly come out against your own brother when they spoke the truth. Some of y'all want to ride on the narrative when they say slavery was a choice. And the brother said that he was taking medication at that time. Even if he said it, maybe you don't understand the contents around it, what he really meant. But y'all all on media, on white folks' platforms, Or you got brothers that got their own platform, they're down in the brother. Some of you got the nerve to even bring his mother into the conversation, and you on there like you really mad. You act like you really want to, like you so mad I could jump on this brother. You understand what I'm saying? What you so upset about, brother? Why you so upset? Then you faking like you tying it in because he wore a t-shirt talking about white lives matter. What you so upset about? You understand? Is that enough to come out and get like white folks and try to cancel your brother in the media? Talking about you challenge anybody that support Kanye? Who are you supposed to be? Who are you supposed to be, brother? Because in the eyes of the wide awake, you look kind of weak. To Basheer Muhammad. Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us to always speak truth to power. Whatever problem that we have with one another, that's in-house business. You understand? Why are we sitting up here talking about our brother when he's talking about issues that relate to everybody? When he talk about the messed up contracts and all this garbage that they spewing in our community to keep us down, to keep us against one another, hate yourself and kind, and you brothers got some meals up under your pockets, in your pockets, and y'all scared. Y'all scared to speak out and support the brother in any fashion. I'm talking about those that this relate to. And you know, I see all of this. God is pulling the sheet off of everybody. What's done in the dark must come to the light. Here, the little brother post a book, Negroes to Hebrews. Who do y'all think y'all are? White boy. Well, y'all can dictate what we supposed to say or the type of information that we partake. We are the chosen ones. We are the elect of God himself, the Mahdi, the Most High, whatever name you want to call him. You understand what I'm saying? We are the chosen one. This bottom rail shall come to the top. We fear no one but Allah. You brother got to get the heart of Job to take speaking truth to power. You understand? But you want to be like Lazarus, sitting at the gate of the rich man, begging, cowering, won't even speak truth to power, but you'll go behind master's back and talk about the way he's doing you. But he got you all entangled in the spider's web. All your money, all your resources. He allow you to buy into some of his systems. You understand what I'm saying? They put you out there, this my me. I made it. I control it. When you integrate into the American society and you put all your resources and your wealth in the hands of these white boys, he got full control over you. You don't want to lose that. So you bow. Talking about y'all don't want to submit. Y'all submitting every day to the devil. Y'all get on there and talk about it, man. The man mother gone, brother. You know, I was disappointed to see the brother. I'm not calling his name, but I liked the brother, some of the things he was doing, but I know he made a deal about 6 months ago where he tied himself into with these white boys, with this crypto thing. Now he's compromised. Now you can't talk the way you used to talk because you signed a contract with them Jew boys. You understand? So now you got to come out and support their agenda. Well, black man in America can't voice his opinion. The black man in America shall voice his opinion. But I'm talking about that black man. I ain't talking about you milquetoast house Negroes. You understand? Because you're going to do what master tell you, or you won't say anything. You'll just stay silent because you can't speak out. You understand what I'm saying? All you Hollywood Negroes, all you sport and play brothers, all you brothers sitting in media, all you brothers sitting on the radio, the talk show, talking this black talk semi. People pay attention to them. Know who's who. Some of them might grow some cahooters and step out. But if they don't step out, then they know they're potentially your enemy when that time comes. The clean house. You know exactly who you're dealing with. You understand? I see you, brothers. I see you just as plain as day. The brother was speaking truth about this situation with these people, how they've been playing us all along. They're trying to steal your birthright, black people. They are not the elect to rule and lead this planet. They are fuel for the fire of the destruction that's coming, that's here. That I want to touch on a little bit, and I respect the brother Kyrie because he's not bowing down. He's not bending over. He didn't do it with the vaccine. Say, hell with that paper. But the key thing that I heard him say, I support everybody to a degree. I grew up in all cultures. But the key thing he said is, I got an army. Say it again. He said, I got an army. Letting them know, y'all ain't walking over me. Because in big business, you got to have an army. Black people in America, we need an army. Highly sophisticated like none ever been seen before on this planet. And we need to get our young people involved because the young people have always led the revolution. When you see the young people stepping up, you know a country's in trouble. That's why Iran is in trouble right now. When you see the youth, was not David the one that slew Goliath? Wasn't he a youth? Huh? How old was Esau, Jesus, when he started teaching black men? In the civil rights movement, it was young people out there moving with Dr. King. Did they not put our children on the front line to integrate the public school systems? Was it not our babies that were bombed in the Birmingham churches in America? When we moved out on this devil, we had brother 14 and 15, 16, 17, 18. I hit the jailhouses of America at 19. 2 counts of aggravated battery. Young people get the job done. Why elders of the NAACP, Urban League, and all these other organizations, they sit back. They supported us in various ways. You understand what I'm saying? But the front line was them young soldiers, men and women. So I just want to throw that out there a little bit tonight because, you know, see what I do, I identify the problem properly. Some of you see the problem, but you don't understand it, or you don't really see it in its correct manner. If you understand the problem, then that's how you know how to come up with a solution to the problem. We got a problem all the way around in our community, but it got to be exposed, it got to be talked about. You understand? Because you brothers that sitting in higher places, y'all worse than the brother in the mud. You worse than them young soldiers because you killing the minds of our people so they can never overcome. and you know this to be true, but you sitting up here to get you a fat check. This brother, like they called the guy, said the same damn thing that Brother Ye said, but now you sitting up here criticizing him on your platform, you coward. You understand? But I ain't looking to be on none of your damn platform personally. I'm going to call it like I see it. You understand? You hypocrite Negroes out in front of our people, but you sell out artists. You ain't got the heart to speak truth to power. Shut the hell up. Might as well go and bend over in public. You're doing it behind the scenes. What's the damn difference? Allah Akbar. Well, what I wanted to do tonight, sister said, teach on a little on the development of the black woman. And I said that is so proper because we family. Man, woman, and children. Allah, God is first. We family. So we need to speak on some things that will change our condition. And the family is key. I want to touch on that a little bit tonight. And I don't want to go too long, because one brother said he got his attention span ain't too long. Well, brother, you need to develop your attention span a little bit more. Because you can look at it and cut it off and come back to it. So no damn excuses. Another thing I want to say, young soldier, is that I'm not a dude. Call me by my name, brother. Don't start out speaking to me, calling me dude, and then try to give me a compliment. I'm not in management. That's why, we had to come a little bit more respectful. You understand? Just that simple. I'm not coming down to nobody's level. Superior knowledge shall not submit to inferior knowledge at all. Let's come up and meet one another in the right place. Let's elevate. Let's get the job done. Because all this knowledge I'm giving you, I got books like this, nothing but knowledge in them, that I do my research. When it hits on the truth, I take notes. I put them in my books. I got books of nothing but knowledge. That's all in them. I got all type of books because I need knowledge. I'm always seeking knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? Knowledge is power if you know how to execute on your knowledge once you receive it. Allowing the person to match for Muhammad, when you see the picture of him, he's carrying a book up under his arm. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get this knowledge and let's take care of business, brothers and sisters, so business can take care of us. And what I wanted to say tonight, what was the first thing the enemy did when he came amongst us and took us? What did he do? He took our woman first, brothers. But I want to tell you, some of y'all dispute with me, I do not care. But who was the first Muslim? Huh? Think about that. The first Muslim was a woman, the divine woman. She was the first to submit to God, the Creator Himself. There was once upon a time, even before there was time, before He put the sun, moon, and stars out there in our universe. That's how we start to tell time, was by the sun. But before the sun was brought into existence, there was no one but Allah and the black woman on our earth. It wasn't like it is today. So He said, let me make light. Light of the sun is good for the human being. You understand? Allah started providing these things for His woman, and she submitted to His will. You understand? So therefore, she was the first one to submit to God Himself, which was her man, her husband, in the beginning, when He decided to make woman and bring her into existence from his own being. You understand? Woman represents the 9 planets in our universe. But let me tie this all together. Because you know, this world is not the world of God, black people. This is Satan's world. This is the world he built off our knowledge. But you see Satan world in religion, politics, the educational system, the jurisprudence system, the economy, and the whole social fabric of America is run and controlled by who? Satan. And you see the mind of Satan all over. This world going down. Black woman, black man. But let me tell you, black woman, let me tell you some of the things that you can do. You must recognize yourself. Recognize your power. Recognize that you have control over it all, the minds of our human family. Check it out. It says, you must fight with every fiber of your being, black woman. You must even fight with the power of your womb and produce children that will destroy all of God's enemies. This is your power. The divine woman is what? The expression of God himself, woman, according to your nature. What does it say? Black women must come into knowledge of God and knowledge of self and must strive to be themselves, which is a righteous person. Women must become wise so that they can bring from their womb heaven. Heaven lies at the foot of mother. If women will submit to God and grow in wisdom to feed the beautiful minds of their children, and they will grow up like trees of righteousness. Recognize your power. That's why they got us doing everything up under the sun other than ourselves. That's why they never taught you about yourself, black woman. Never taught you about yourself, black man. Never taught you, black man, about your responsibility to protect the woman, to protect that Asiatic black woman and elevate her. You elevate her, you elevate a whole nation. Allah Akbar. Women must learn how to eat and how to think righteously. I heard a sister on the radio and she was talking about all the stuff she eat. I'm gonna eat my pork chop, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna eat that, and I don't want no man telling me what to eat. Now you keep eating them pork chops. All that damn hog you be eating, all the bad foods you be eating, is directly correlated to the way your baby's gonna come up, sister. And you know that hog takes away 99.9% of a woman's beauty. That's why you see women that eat a lot of hog, they start to look like Miss Piggy. Sorry to say, but that's true. But let me continue on. I ain't got to the good part yet. It says, women must keep chaste until God enriches them out of his grace with a man worthy of them. Start getting these men that's worthy of you, sister. Brothers, start making yourself worthy. Because the choice of a good woman before you have children is one of the most important choices that you can make in your life, soldier. Same way with you, sister. When you lay down with a man expect to reproduce him within you, make sure you got your damn man. Also, men should not sweet talk any woman simply out of their vanity. Women must know that there are some men that will love them enough not to take advantage of them and will respect them. These are men by God's grace that are worthy of them. Women must do better by themselves and their children. Even though it is difficult raising children in this world, because this is the world of Satan. But we got a job to do. Allah, God has blessed us with marvelous children, with exquisite, brilliant little minds. Say it again. They're all around us today. Allah, God has blessed us with marvelous children, with exquisite, brilliant little minds. Have they not? Look at them. Look at these highly advanced black children right out the womb, exhibiting intelligence, highly active, knowing what you're saying damn near from the time they come out the womb, full of expression. But we must cultivate the minds of our children because they represent our future. So what must we do? Mothers must study so that they can teach their children and feed them what? Wisdom. That's why all these Muslims in these foreign countries don't want their women to get knowledge. All they want to do is train their sons up, is to be soldiers and fight. Most cases they fight one another over territory, over ideology, buying all their weapons from an open enemy, in bed with the devil. But you don't want your woman to learn? Why, are you afraid of her? Women must be made lovers of what? Wisdom. Come on, black woman. You going and getting educated in the schoolhouses of America, but you ain't coming back with no knowledge. You coming back learning how to perform and work for somebody, but you ain't exhibiting no wisdom. You're not raising our children in the proper fashion according to their nature. But in some cases, maybe you don't know, you don't know. But when I get through with you tonight, you will know that excuse come off the table. It says, heaven lies at the feet of a mother. And this is the piece that Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan did. All knowledge is relevant, so I'm going to get this to you tonight. Listen well. It said, heaven lies at the feet of a mother. Catholic doctrine refers to Mary as Holy Mary, Mother of God, is she not? Come on, black woman. What do these doctrines mean is the question. Listen. This is for all of us, but I want our black woman to really listen to this tonight. And black man, you have to help execute this. It says to have a baby does not necessarily make a woman a mother. Having a baby is a process of nature fulfilling itself in the female. More is required of a female human being than the female of animals or other species. They can walk away and leave their young at a certain age to fend for itself. With a human being, mothers have to be equipped to be a mother. You're already equipped physically to bear children, but you are equipped, but are you equipped spiritually, mentally, and morally to nurture them as they should be nurtured? That's why wisdom and knowledge is so important in these days and times. The scripture says, train up the child in the way it should go, and when it is old, it will not depart from that way. The word train means to lead by an example. Set that example in the home, black woman. Set that example in the home, black man, for your family. It's takeover time. How we gonna take over? By sin? We don't manufacture, produce no guns. We don't have no hospitals. Well, I'm giving you these keys tonight to your freedom, to your future. We're going to go and put this knowledge into the minds of our children. Righteous knowledge of God, knowledge of self, and of our universe. How to think, how to be critical thinkers out here, how to see the unseen. You understand what I'm saying? How to tap into that innate power that you possess. But it starts in the womb. And if we ever get our black woman to turn away from this devil and produce from the wombs of that Asiatic black woman, the maker of gods, you understand what I'm saying? It's over with. But listen, how many mothers are good examples of the way a child should go? And how will they know the way the child should go if they do not know where they themselves are headed? A woman cannot mother a child in that which she has not been mothered. Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that the role of the mother is to nurture, nourish, feed, and develop the young in accord with his nature. See, we are nature, according to our nature. We've been taught the nature of the beast. That's why our behavior is like it is. Some of our children even oppress their own mothers, disrespect them, call them out their name, call them bees, threaten them in their own homes, bring in unwanted guests in the home, sitting up smoking and drinking, having sex in the home, coming in late at night, got an attitude with your mother. Mothers get afraid of their own damn children. Hell, my mother was about 5 foot something, maybe 4. Well, hell, she was always full of respect because she didn't play. You understand? At all. Yeah, I ain't never cursed my mother in my life. Kept pistol though, but that wasn't the reason. That's out of love and respect. It said, what is the nature of the black man and woman? And have we been nurtured, nourished, and fed according to our nature is the question. Every creature that is properly nurtured develops the power of its own being. So black people have never been nurtured in the way that black people should grow. It said, Allah God gives the female a nature that is akin to his nature. You have been given, black woman, a nature that is like God himself. That's in you. It says, Allah God gives the female the nature that's akin to his nature and the nature of what? The universe, which is called she, because the universe is pregnant with what? New realities. A woman is a powerful creature. Listen, a woman is a powerful creature. One of the greatest representatives of the nature of Allah, God himself, in creation. Let me run that right back to my black woman tonight. Understand? I'm giving you this so you can elevate your thinking and know exactly who you are. Not what somebody done told you what the hell you should be, or not some damn object I'm giving it to you straight. So black people have never been nurtured in the way of black people should grow. And Allah God give the female of the nature as akin to his nature and the nature of the universe, which is called she, because the universe is pregnant with new realities. A woman is a powerful creature, one of the greatest representatives of the nature of Allah God himself in creation. Listen, black woman. The root of her nature reflects the nature of God, which is love. Reflects the nature of God, which is nothing but pure deep love. Not that love y'all talking about on Valentine's Day either. It says, mothers cannot nurture new life without love for that life. Listen, and the mother's love is different from any other kind of love. Not the silly, sick love of this world's life, but the love that is represented in the life of Christ, Muhammad, and all of the prophets. This is the quality of love that a mother should have, and most do have for their children. A mother would sacrifice her own pleasure, I have seen over and over, and sleep for her child. She has an instinct that is born of her love, which reflects the God force in the female. The God force is in you, black woman. Come on. This is the reason women should never be played with, brothers. Abused, disrespected, or treated as an object of pleasure rather than a serious creature of Almighty God, Allah. Elevate her in your mind, black man, to a God-like status in your mind from where she comes from is man himself. But you don't know yourself. You don't know her purpose on this planet. One of really the most important being on the planet is the woman. If you know woman, you know God. You can get back to the God-like state and being that you are meant to be. Then you start teaching your woman how to produce gods in our homes. Brothers and sisters, come on. Rather than it says, let me read this back. This is the reason women should never be played with, abused, disrespected, or treated as an object of pleasure rather than a serious creature of Almighty God Allah. That's why man should be God-like. That's why man should practice, as you all use the word, religion, because you put God over yourself. God is your government. You know if you mistreat the woman, Allah will chastise you. But most of you women get with men that don't even believe in God. Most of you get in the bed with the men that's out here running the streets, doing everything up under the sun, selling dope, killing people. But you say, I want a little G. No, you want the big G. You want that God-like man that got morals and values and principles. Because that man gonna treat you right. Because he know God will chastise his butt. If you mistreat the woman, you mistreat God himself. He brought woman here to reproduce himself. Allah will chastise you, brother. But those brothers that know, that's why they treat that woman well. They know they can get away with it if they choose. But you can't run from Allah. You can't run from the Mahdi. You can't run from the Most High. Allah will severely chastise your butt. The wide awake man knows this. It says, the word motherhood contains the word hood, which covers the head. So in order to be a good mother, a woman must have a covering for her head that will allow her to nurture her offspring. That which covers her head that allows her to nurture her child is what? Knowledge. Babies having babies, look what we're producing. Any mother that does not have knowledge cannot be a truly good mother. She can have the love and care, but without knowledge, she cannot properly nurture her child. A ignorant woman is the heaviness of a nation. This is where we at in America with the black nation. We got a lot of ignorant, so-called educated women that don't even raise their children at all. Babysitters, daycare centers, but you're not raising your babies. And those that don't have the knowledge is raising their children to integrate into a dying world that's controlled by the beast. You understand what I'm saying? This is why we having these problems. Black woman, black man. It says mother does not have knowledge, cannot be a truly good mother. She can have the love and care, but without knowledge, she cannot properly nurture her child. An ignorant woman is the heaviness of a nation. No woman should be allowed to be ignorant. Or when you have an ignorant woman, you have an ignorant child and an ignorant nation. All women must be made possessors of knowledge. If heaven lies at the foot of a mother, then hell also lies at her feet. Black woman. If a woman is a good mother, can produce good children that will produce the heavens of which the Bible and the Holy Quran speak. An ignorant woman, a misled and deceived woman will bring forth children of hell. Look at our community. This is not to disparage the black woman at all, because she didn't know she didn't know. It said the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught, whatever nation has been robbed of a mother, God compensates for that loss. How does he do that? God acts as a father and find one from among the people whose mind is like a womb of a mother. Then God impregnates a man from among that people with truth. And that man becomes God like a woman becomes to a man. He becomes a woman of God. Throughout scripture, prophets are styled as women who should let the world understand that if nations love, honor, respect their prophets, nations love, honor, and respect the woman. This is your place, black woman. You should be elevated and respected. It says to us that the black woman of America has been robbed of the wisdom necessary to rear her children properly. They can go to school and earn degrees, yet still not know how to properly rear their children. Right? So many of our women today who are coming into the knowledge of their gifts and talent want to go out into the world to show the world that they can do as well as men in their chosen field. But when a woman becomes a mother, listen, there is a sacrifice that must be made. Although this world says that men can rear babies, and some men stay home with their children and allow their wives to go to work, this world is so upside down and backside up. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught that there's no love in a man equal to the love of a mother for her young. Sorry, brothers. Try as we may try, there's no love greater than the love of a mother for her child. Period. When young women begin their ministration, they learn how to clean themselves and understand the uncomfortable feeling of being unclean. So when they mature and hear infants crying, listen, because their diaper is not changed, mothers immediately rush to change their diaper. Women have a mother instinct, even though they may not have babies, they have in their nature to nurture all life. I even see this in little children. I took my grandbabies to the park, Kimmon and Kadar the other day, this weekend. Kimmon ain't but one going on two. So she couldn't get all on all the swings and the little stuff that they had in the park. I played with a little bit. I can't do that all day with you now. But the little girl, she's about this tall. She was with her father about 6 or 7, cause me and the father ended up chopping it up. But she was acting just like a big sister. She took Kimmy to put on all the rides, all the slides, made sure she come down and safe. Kimmy pick up the little rocks and stuff, she'd make sure she put them down. Walked around the whole park, put on all the slides and all the swings and stuff. Just, and I'm looking at this, automatically instinctive in her nature. When I put on video of little babies doing what they do on their videos, and my little grandchild that's over, just one something, she'll automatically, that instinct, she'll stop and come look at that baby, playing with his father or the mother, making a little sound. It's instinctive in the nature of a female. You understand? To show that love. I don't give a damn what age they are. Because if you want, you like you the mother of the baby, and you just a baby. You understand what I'm saying? It's very instinctive in the nature of our women. But let me go on. It says, we must admit that as a people, we need to nurture and feed male and female, have much growing up to do, which means we still need mothering. I know brothers didn't get all that love from the mother. They messed up psychologically right now. We have been destroyed psychologically and emotionally. Intellectually, we are not secure, and economically, we are like children, still depending on white people to do for us. The black nation needs a divine nurturing and mothering, which is love that does not give up on a child, even if it is a bad child. What y'all talking about? Hell, gonna give up on your child? I know brothers didn't get the love of their mothers when the mother was gone. They still have problems psychologically today. They still can't even get along with a woman, highly emotional, always getting ticked off. Woman and man were arguing all the time, calling one another's names, and then later on they regret it. Or they didn't get that love from the mother, and they tried to make that woman, I guess their mother. I don't really know. But let me go on. That's Kimmy right there. It said, if Allah God does not step in and answer our needs as a people, we are lost because mothers are bringing up children, not to the black man, listen, but to the white man who has no love for the father of those children. Listen, white man ain't got no love for us at all. Y'all raising them day and night. Go to school, get a good education, get a good job, go join up with Billy Bob. Go join up with the white man. You understand what I'm saying? Well, he ain't got no love for the black man, but y'all turning him over wholesale to him because y'all don't understand the condition of the black man. We don't want to submit to one another and say we both got to clean up our house. You understand what I'm saying? We got to sit down and have a real damn discussion on these issues because you're turning your babies over to the enemy and he's slaughtering them wholesale. You don't even teach them how to deal with the white man. You don't even teach them how to deal with the police when they get pulled over. Mothers. Because you done ran the father away or he done walked away. So you think it's all right since they cute and get a certain age that they gonna be all right. Hell no, they ain't gonna be all right. Because they being hunted. But let me get on back to this one. It says, mothers are raising children with the country's ideals to salute the country's flag and fight for the country's freedom, while our people have not yet enjoyed the freedom that America claims to give its citizens. This is a different type of woman I'm talking about too. We are trained to love them and give everything to the conqueror, but nothing to ourselves. Is that right? Hell yeah. Black people are the people of God and must be fed with the nurturing of wisdom that feeds the divine nature so that we grow and evolve from a child to a human being and ultimately to a divine being. A certain level, at a certain level, listen, mothering is over and the father becomes dominant. Listen, black woman, certain time your job is over with and the father becomes the dominant one in the home amongst the children. But y'all still want to regulate that. Y'all don't like the way the father talked to the child. Y'all don't like his tone. Y'all don't like him being strict. You understand? But what you producing? Finger popping mother produce a finger popping daughter. Does he not? You got a drug dealing father. You got a drug dealing son. Right or wrong? But let me go on. The father furthers the title father. Father means a man has generated his seed in another generation. He has gone further. So we must take our children and make them go further. But none of us can go, but none of us can father our children on good intentions. It takes wisdom and knowledge to further our children. It takes wisdom and knowledge to nurture and mother our children. Unfortunately, we are bereft of that knowledge, and therefore, if Allah God does not intervene in our affairs, we are destroyed people. That's why God is here. Look at our children running buck wild all over this nation because they have not been properly taught. You understand? And it's not all your fault, black man or black woman, because you were miseducated. It says, someone must love us with a powerful love to nurture us with a mother's love, which is unequal to anyone else's love. This is why Jesus is such a powerful human being. He is a mother to the motherless. He is a father to the fatherless. The mother that Allah God would give us is really a man, but he is a man developed like a woman. There are feminine qualities, listen, brother, but don't take this too literally now. There are feminine qualities in every man because man produces both, the male and the female. The male genetic makeup consists of both the Y and X chromosome. So when men have a tender and nurturing part in their nature as well as a powerful independent part, Allah God can use a man who thinks he is Allah God cannot use a man who thinks he is wise as God himself. When Allah God searches for the man that he intends to make the mother of a nation, he has to select him like a lover selects a woman. Listen, he searches among the people for one that he wants to bear his message like a wise man would search among women for a woman that he wants to bear his children. He said, a wise man, when he searches for a woman to bear your children, brother, you just can't look for the big behind, the titties, pretty face. No, you got to look for that Unisa, all woman. Or you see a woman that you can help her develop into her natural state of being. Men, you have that ability. You have the ability to bring out the best in a woman. Woman, you have that same ability to bring out the best in your man. You understand? But we have to see one another. We have to know one another. We have to know one another's nature. It's not the same. Our natures are different from one another. But you were never taught on the nature of a woman, were you, young man, as you growed up into your manhood? Only thing you understood what you saw in front of you, which was incorrect. Same with you, black woman. This is high level understanding tonight. Come on with it then. He says, so a wise man would be selective in his search for a woman because any woman will not suffice. The Bible says God searched out the heart of a man. The Holy Quran says he knows best where to place his message. So like God searching for a messenger of his choice, a man must know where to place his seed and to search for the right vessel. Love must be present. When Allah God draws his messenger to him, his heart is taken over by God, and God becomes the exclusive object of his love. The messenger turns toward God and does not see or want anyone else. He has fallen in love with God. Now Allah God can use him because he becomes like a tender woman in the presence of God. Come on with it, black man. Do you understand what I'm giving you tonight? Come on with it, black woman. You can't let any man place a seed in you, black woman. Every man ain't worth it. He ain't ready. This goes both ways. Oh, yeah. After Allah God impregnates with him a message, a revelation, a truth, a mission, and a responsibility, God backs away and tells his messenger, who is now like a woman, go on with your children, the nation. I will back you up. So when the righteous guys started working with the rebellious people who rebuked, scorned, and speak evil of him, he stayed with his rebellious child because he is in love with God and wants to make a child, wants to make children for God. This should be our purpose, not for ourselves, but for God himself. It says, likewise, when a woman loves a man, listen, when a woman loves a man, the greatest act that she can do is to reproduce him. Sometimes the conception of a baby just happened and God was not even involved in the process. But what I am stressing is that when a woman loves a man, she truly wants him to grow inside of her. She is joyful. She is joyful feeling his life moving inside of her as she is making him over again. She enjoys feeling that baby moving around, feeling him kicking. Because she know that man that she loved that's in front of her. She reproducing it in her womb. You understand? That's why I'm gonna say the best woman is the black woman. Because when she reproduces you within her, that baby come out looking damn near just like you. Spit image. You understand? Black man. That's why we got to get better at what we're doing out here to relate to our woman. You understand? It says when a woman, come on y'all, give me a play now. It says, when a woman falls in love with a man, that love makes her willing to give herself up. Not her body, but her mind. Listen, brothers, this is what's happening. Aspiration and desire for the future. When a woman falls in love with a man, she gives up her life. To do what? To accept your life, brother. So we got to quit letting our woman down. This is what she done did for you, out of her love for you, black man. You know how we get. We take all this for granted. Oh, I'm the big dog now. I got her. You don't know what this woman just did, brother. And we got nerves to walk away from our seat. Just leave them abandoned with the mother. You know why you always hear women talking about their trauma and their darkness? This is one of the reasons why. She done laid down and had your babies because she loved you so much that she wanted to reproduce you within her essence. And what you do, Walk off and leave your damn seat because you wasn't mature enough. You wasn't ready. You wasn't nurtured properly your damn self. So the love of your seed don't matter. You say, hell, I didn't get it, I can go. You understand? And some of you brothers know you got a good woman. You say, well, they're going to be all right. No, they ain't going to be all right. Hell wrong with you. It says, black women must come into the knowledge of God and the knowledge of self and must strive to be themselves, which is a righteous person. Allah God wants to make wise women so that they can bring forth from their womb heaven. For heaven lies at the feet of mother. If women will submit to God and grow in wisdom, they will have wisdom to feed the beautiful minds of their children, and they will grow up like trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord. So women must learn how to eat and how to think righteously. Women must learn how to fast so they can discipline their bodies, which will lead to a righteous mind. Women must keep chaste until God enriches them out of his grace with a man worthy of them. You understand what I'm saying? Black woman, black man. This is why heaven lies at the feet of a mother. She the whole doggone key, brother. If you know what you doing. The black man got to know what his job is as it relates to the black woman. That's why we got to have a meeting of the minds, black man and black woman. This ain't our life to just play with and just throw away. You can throw it away. But you got to keep in mind, you here to produce gods. This is part of your responsibility that we have abdicated. We let the white man teach our children all that they need to know. You won't teach them, you let the white boys send them on to school. They come back dumb as hell. Don't know anything about life. Don't took on all the devilish ways of the beast himself. They out the house for about 8 hours a day. Early in the morning till in the evening. Till they get home. If they ride the bus, it's longer than that. So when you come in and try to insert your influence, especially when it's not good, when it's not orderly and it's not practiced, what you teaching and what you preaching, you're losing your babies. Black woman, black man. If you stay in accord with your nature, black woman, a lot of these things that you're suffering from will go away. But let me continue on. I'm going to take too long with you tonight. I just want to give you this piece of information because I think it's so important to have it. Listen. He makes the woman to imitate the 9 planets. He makes the woman to imitate the 9 planets and say the lower heavens of us that the scientists refer to as heaven, the sun family, they call it, contains about 9 planets. And that red sun rules the 9 planets. And the 9 planets is the kingdom of God, which also represents his godlike wisdom and power. Just those 9 planets. Then he makes a woman to imitate the 9 planets. Listen, black woman. So, brother, don't take her for nothing. She's something too. You know, we always have, since the devil, the white man, made us do this, look upon our woman as nothing. Yet so many of them can guide some of us men folks. They're not all fools, that's for damn sure. They're wise too because you made them wise. And the most beautiful part of them, God made them to comfort us. And that's the best that man wishes for. He wishes for comfort. And that's in the woman. Without our woman, brother, we would be pretty lonesome creatures. Most of us would. Some of y'all be happy with the same looking thing. In fact, we would not have nothing to produce ourselves. You cannot, we've got to have the woman to keep the production of the human nation going. To put her out, kick her around in the streets, disgrace yourselves and her too, you're doing a very wrongful thing. If she produces us, the likeness of ourselves, you can't get that production without her. You can't get that out of that woman. Then treat her like you treat yourself, not the enemy, the devil himself. He have had all the while been among him. Respect for his woman. He has had it, regardless of his evil. He takes time to force you and me to respect her. Remember him, Matilda? But he disrespects our black woman, and we in turn disrespect her too. I'm trying to force you to see her in the light of respect and honor. This one with her in a room, like baby crying. She brought it for, okay, treat her good. If she's producing men and women for you and I, she should be honored and respected to have this kind of power. He said, I studied our women, their action and the creation of them in regard to the knowledge of man, what he had in mind. I say, brother, I am with the Holy Quran. The Quran teaches that she is to be respected as we. The only thing that's different, we are a little greater than her in the power of our creation. We have more powerful brain than she because we was made to rule. She's a helpmate. She helps us whenever she can, wherever she can. It's wonderful to know thyself, brother. That's the greatest thing you lack. You don't know yourself. You must get away from mistreating our women folks. We must treat them right with honor, and they will learn to honor you. We got to bring that honor back amongst one another. They will produce a little baby that will honor you. Even animals is grateful to the mother of their baby. They try to help build homes for them so that they can produce babies of their kind. I say we just have acted a fool. The black man out there beating and kicking your mother up and down the streets, you stand there. We should commit suicide before we take such steps. Let the white man come over in our yard and beat up our woman. No, brother. We both go down together, for sure. He loves to destroy her. That's all he knows. If he goes into foreign lands of our people, and the first thing he goes looking around for is what? With his green blue eyes is to get up to is the woman, so that he can lead the seed of the devil. I say to you, my beloved brothers and sisters, turn around and take a new thought for your people. Turn around and take a new thought for the people, black man. Let the world know that you love self and those that look like yourself. Don't let people see you hating self. Who are you to love after you hate yourself? Who you got to love after you hate your damn self? Nobody. Do you? Nothing but your enemy. I saw some chickens one day. These chickens were standing around in the yard acting proud. The rooster was, and he was scanning the sky for his enemy. Anything like a hawk. He wants his family to go, but he don't run, black man. But he don't run. He stays out there to battle the hawk when it hits the ground, brother. Until you learn to stand up to the enemy, until you learn to stand up to the enemy, die or live. We will not be respected by all the people of the earth. We must learn to do that. We got to learn how to stand up, black man, but we want all this damn respect in the home. You understand what I'm saying? This happening all over the world. Listen, all over the world. women are in pain and are rising up in every society because they are not justified, they're not given justice, they're not developing fully in the way God intended. Man's rule has oppressed women. Say it again. Man's rule has oppressed and suppressed their development. But women are no longer accepting such treatment. Mothers, listen now, listen to this. Mothers in labor sometimes wish they had never met the man who made them pregnant. And sometimes when pain of fighting for the truth comes, many people wish that they had never heard the truth. A dark period is imminent. See, we're in that time now. A lot of brothers and sisters don't want to hear the truth no more. They don't want to stand up and fight for the truth because they know that's what they have to do. They will stand up and pretend like it don't exist. Or they'll go against the truth speaker and seeker to appease the open enemy because they're afraid. They don't have the heart to stand on truth. They let you live good, let you have all the shiny things that you want, my nigga. But don't dare to speak truth to power. Understand? And I want this to be clear, my boy. Don't you ever get out of line. I'll pat you on the back. I'll wink at your woman when you ain't around. But I run this. Understand? Let it be plain. I put you on to these deals. You understand? You signed the contract with me. So I got control over all your resources. I'm connected up to the network that we develop as white males. I can pick up the phone and call my brother, drop the code on you, partner. He won't do business with you at all. But the key for us, we do business amongst ourselves. We have trillions and trillions of dollars in the black economy in America. Worldwide, if we hook it up, we can run it all. You understand? But all this starts in the family. All this starts with the black man and the black woman getting to know herself again. Quit treating our woman like an object. You understand? She's our gold. She's our diamond. She's our platinum. She's our every damn thing. If you got the right understanding, what we need to be standing on, we got to get back home with one another. One way or the other. Well, let me finish this up and I'll be finished with this. It says, mothers in labor sometimes wish they had never met the man who made them pregnant, and sometimes when the pain of fighting for the truth comes, many people wish they had never heard the truth. A dark period is imminent, but I want all of you to know that we are coming through this. But if we hold on, like the mother holds on through that last great pain, like the scripture says, the pain of childbirth gives way to the joy of a newborn life. The pain that we will suffer will give way to the joy of a black people coming into a new life. I've been there, brothers. Mother go through all that doggone pain trying to bring that baby through. Hollering and all type of stuff, because the pain must be terrible. But soon as that baby pop out that womb, that mother looking down, he's trying to see that baby. Trying to see if it's all right. See what it look like. See if it got all its extremities. And then soon as you lay that mother on that chest, you see that smile come. You understand what I'm saying? That pain and joy comes right in her. And you see that baby get home, he's trying to find that breast. You understand what I'm saying? That woman is something beautiful to understand, but we're never taught to understand our woman at an early age. I had to find this knowledge as I got older in life. But suppose we are teaching this knowledge in the home to our young boys. Suppose we teach this knowledge to our young girls at an early age so they can understand the nature of a man. We can understand each one's nature, how we should be moving amongst one another, how that protocol between man and woman in the black nation. Each one of them has a role to play on this planet. That's to bring and produce gods, bring in righteous fruit. You judge a tree by what? The fruit it bears, black people. Come on, black man. It's a dark period coming, but we coming through this. They said heaven lies at the feet of mother. Holy Mary representing people who are going to be made holy. Listen. And then produce children that will be gods and rulers fulfilling scripture. We getting ready to fulfill scriptures, black man. We're getting ready to produce holy people, upright, God-fearing people. How they getting here? Through the womb of the mother. Come on with it. They said heaven lies at the feet of the mother, holy mother, the mother of a nation of God that will rule the world in peace, righteousness, freedom, justice, and equality. For what? For how long? Forever. All praise is due unto Allah. These are heavy subjects if understood. I give you actual facts. I gave you the knowledge on our universe and our solar system. How much the atoms weigh in our universe. And the brother had nerve talking about he didn't give up no solutions. Brother, you lack understanding. I'm giving you keys to all our problems. Just keep listening. Just tap in. That's all you got to do, black man. Don't become so damn arrogant all the damn time. Understand what I'm trying to say? We get too damn arrogant. It says, the earth weight is 6 sextillion tons a unit. I'm going to give you a few of these and we'll close it out. The earth weight is 6 sextillion tons. That's a unit followed by 21 ciphers. The circumference of our planet Earth is 24,896 miles. That's around, in case you didn't know. The diameter of the Earth is 7,926 miles. That's across. The Earth travels in this revolution around the sun at a rate of, listen, 66,000 miles per hour. We moving right now. That fast. The Earth rotates on its axis at a rate of 1,037 and 1/3 miles per hour. Talk to me. The Earth is inclined 23.5 degrees to the plane of its orbit. The sat square miles of the Earth are 196,094,000 square miles. The square miles of land are 57,255,000 square miles. Oh, yeah. The square mileage of water is 139,685,000 square miles. 1 cubic foot of common dirt weight is 30 pounds, 80 pounds. Oh, yes. It said the weight of the atmosphere is 11 2/3 quintillion pounds. Supreme knowledge, supreme wisdom. I'm giving you high mathematics. These mathematics show how you can solve any damn problem in our universe, brother. system. The Earth's atmosphere is 6 miles high. Understand? How many feet in a mile? 5,280 feet. Listen, do your mathematics. How much is producing land? The producing land is 29 million square miles. The Pacific Ocean covers 68,634,000 square miles. Oh, yes. The Atlantic Ocean covers 41,321,000 square miles. It's already been measured. Islands cover 1,910,000 square miles. I'm going to finish this up with this. Lakes and rivers cover how many square miles? 1 million square miles. Oh, yes. Hills and mountains cover 14 million square miles. Deserts cover 4,861,000 square miles on our planet. So Germany is 55,000 square miles. England is 45,000 square miles. That means Germany is a little bigger than England. The Nile River is 4,690 miles long and 1 3/8 miles wide. Let me run that back to you. The Nile River is 4,690 miles long and 1 3/8 miles wide. The Congo River is 2,000 miles long and covers 396.5 miles wide. That's a wide river there, buddy. One cubic foot of water weighs 62.5 pounds. Now you need the knowledge on the thunder. Thunder clouds travel at a rate of speed of 60 to 186 miles per hour. They ascend no higher than 3.5 miles, and they descend no lower than 1 mile. Thunder cannot be heard beyond 18 miles. That's good knowledge to know. Sound travels at a rate of 1,120 feet per second. It's a good thing to know. Light travels at a rate of 186,000 miles per second. It takes sunlight 8 minutes 20 seconds or 500 seconds to reach the Earth. It takes moonlight 1.5 seconds to reach the Earth. Why? Because it's close. America is 3,200 square miles to 2,000 square miles. In total, squared off of 6 million square miles. Lake Michigan is 309 1/3 miles long, 69.5 miles wide, and 868.5 feet deep. Lake Erie is 960 miles long, 1,960 feet deep. The state of Michigan is 57,980 square miles. The Panama Canal was completed in 1914 at the cost of $375 million. The Great Pyramid of Giza weighed 14 billion pounds. It consists of 2,800,000 blocks, and each block weighing an average of 2.5 tons or 5,000 pounds. It is 48.5 feet high. Make sure I got that right. It is 48.5 feet high and covers 13 acres. The holy city of Mecca covers 4 square miles or 16 miles in area. Mount Everest is 29,141 feet high. Austin Kadem is 28,250 feet high. And it takes the moon approximately 28 to 30 days to 27.5 to make a complete rotation around our Earth, black man. The moon is 243,000 miles from the Earth. Say it again. The moon is 243,000 miles from the Earth. The diameter of the moon is 2,160 miles. The circumference of the moon is 6,782 feet. Understand? Alpha Centauri. The closest star is 25 trillion miles away. Is equal to 4.3 light years. It takes 4 years, 3 months for light from Alcenturion to reach the earth. There's 23 to 56 minutes and 46 seconds in a solar day. Now you know what a solar day is. There is 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds in a solar year. I'm going to stop it right there. It's more to this. Understand? I'll give you the rest of this next time I see you. Also, brother, what I want to do, I want to bring in those general orders to you and the women, so we know how to operate in an organized manner. This is supreme knowledge. This is high level understanding. This is the knowledge you won't get in the public school system, brothers and sisters. This is not you're not going to get in the universities of America because they don't have this mathematics. I pray you go back, you look at this podcast, take that information down. I got more to give you. But I'm not going to take long with this tonight. But I want to give us a little better understanding of who we are. What our purpose here on this planet as we traveling through this time of our life. We are transitioning. We come here to see what we're going to do. The most important being on our planet is our woman. She must be protected and elevated. Black man, we must become better providers for the black nation. That's why I say it's takeover time. We must do a much, much, much better job. We can do much better. I'd like to give a shout out to 19 Keys and EYL. They're over in London right now. And they're making the mark for the black man, putting that stamp down. We got the young lions coming out the caves now, cannot be stopped. These are the days of Allah, the Mahdi. What you're witnessing, what you're seeing is the rise of the black nation. What you're witnessing is the shedding of fear that's been instilled in the black man from slavery. We should fear no one but Allah. We should be willing to sacrifice, if need be, my life, my death, my prayer, and my sacrifice is all for Allah. Quit worrying about the shiny things. Money is nothing but paper. Resources are the most important thing you can have on this planet, and that's people. Understand? You brother get some heart back in you. Because you've been revealed. Allah is pulling the cover off all of us. You can't play both sides of the fist. Which side you gonna come down on? God or the devil? Some of you have already made your choice. Then you shall die. You shall go down with this beast and become fuel for the fire. Plagues and calamities are here. They picking up. Devil killing themselves on the highway, byways, and skyways. It's picking up. Plague and pestilence all over. Confusion of the minds of the government all over. Greed and corruption It's the order of the day. And they got nerve. They got nerve to run on a crime bill for this election. And the biggest criminals that's been before us for the last 4 years have been the president, your senators, your congressmen, even your preachers. The evangelicals went along with Trump and all this evil behavior. What's produced at the top comes down to the bottom. People say, hell, look at all these criminals. Look how the criminal justice system is allowing them to do whatever they want to do. So hell, I got that same right. It's on now. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I choose to do, whether it's right or wrong. But the blame always falls at the foot of the black man. Always telling us we the damn criminal, put fear in the Caucasian so they can take their funky butts to the polls. We got all these damn preachers and house niggas and all these black folks out here that like to vote. They're gonna save our butt. But they're always calling us out to save America. You need the black man to save America again? They just did that 4 years ago when you had the crazy white boy in the house that y'all put in there, that you all selected. So we damn sure need to quit paying attention to white folk, because look at the decision that they making. And all they decision they're making is based against us. Yes, that's simple, black people. So separation is the key. We got to get away from it. And you got to make sure we do it in time. You don't have a lot of time left. This time is up. Fall of America is imminent. The rise of the black nation must happen. Why? Allah said so. Allah never breaks his promise. So Popkeys is going to let you go tonight. I pray that I was able to give you something that you can take with you tonight. Because we need to teach on one another so we can get to know ourselves better. Period. The most beautiful and creative people on this planet is right here in America. Just that simple, black folks. So as I came before you, I'm going to leave you tonight with divine greeting words of peace and paradise. Assalamu alaikum. Up, you mighty nation. Accomplish what you will. And fear no one. Fear nothing. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. You know how old they were? They were youngsters. The rebellious ones. They spoke truth to power. Young people, stand up now. Quit being misguided. Stand up and take your place in the house of the Most High. Y'all the keys. When I see y'all young people get on the move, then I know it's time. You understand? Take over time. Assalamu alaikum. Good night. May Allah be with you and keep you. And do good. When you do good, you create a divine hedge around your family, black man. Assalamu alaikum. Good night. I say Muhammad. I say Muhammad. I say Muhammad's got the devil on the run. Run, devil, run. 2, 3, 4. Good night. Assalamu alaikum. Y'all come out to the Hidden Mines. 1374 West Peace Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Be there, 7 p.m. sharp. High level conversation, 19 keys. And Mr. Billy Carson, don't miss it. on election night. But I will be there.